I'm your host, CJ McCall, and today on the show, our guest is Caroline Jones, the owner of Zen Ten Spa in the UK. Caroline, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Hi.
Great to have you on. So to kick it off, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that you do at Zen Ten Spa?
Okay, so Zen Ten Spa is the world's first mobile therapy suite. So you often go to spas to have treatments, and I had the idea that basically you go to be de-stressed, have your muscles relaxed, etc. But half the time, once you're in a great state, you then have to drive home through bad traffic or on public transport, and all the work of your spa treatment is undone. So that in fact, the spa should come out to you at your home or your office or your event if you're holding a party and giving treatments for friends. And these days of customer service, and particularly in the wellbeing industry, it should be all about the client themselves rather than making them go elsewhere and choose things from a list all at their own inconvenience.
Well, that sounds great. Very convenient. How did you first get started in this?
I've done therapies as a hobby for the last more than 20 years actually, and enjoyed travelling across the globe and picking up different hobbies, different therapies. Most recently, I've been in Bali and learned Balinese massage, but I was in Kauai, within the Hawaii Island, to learn Manalomi massage, shiatsu from Japan. So apart from the fact that it's totally unique to have the concept of the therapy vehicle coming to you, you get the widest range of therapies of any spa in the UK, if not the world. And it's tailored to meet an individual, so rather than them say, I want a specific massage, having had a bit of a health rundown, we decide that in fact a little mixture of some flexology, a little bit of Reiki, one of the worldwide massage techniques would be exactly what you need today. So they're bespoke treatments, each one's tailor-made for the individual, which I believe is the way well-being should go, because we're not robots who all require the same treatment.
Oh, of course, of course. Well, when someone comes to you for the first time, what could they expect?
Well, basically, as I say, I come to them, so for a start, they sit back and relax and wait for me to pull up on their driveway or at their office. I go to office complexes and treat people either during their lunch hours, or many companies are being forward thinking about the well-being of their staff now and set aside days and allow rolling breaks for their staff. But once I've turned up, we'll do a sort of 10-minute health assessment to find out what's troubling somebody. Also, it's a totally holistic approach, so it's about mind, body and spirit, because it's often things that we are stressed about which will manifest as tight shoulders or even a dodgy knee. It's amazing how much there is a connection between our minds that will then influence our body, lead to energy blocks that ultimately then lead to symptoms. So we'll do a rundown of that nature, and then from the portfolio of more than 50 therapies, we'll pull together something that the client wants and will enjoy, but also that from a practical point of view, I know will relieve them of their symptoms, and they have this bespoke made for them on their own premises, and then if necessary they just go through their front door and to sleep if it's an evening booking, or just at the end of the working day too. They've got nowhere else to go, they haven't travelled miles, and they're not thinking half the way through a therapy, I've got that terrible journey home to do, because they're already there.
Of course, definitely. Sounds like there's a deep philosophical aspect to this.
Definitely, and literally it is about well-being from the core outwards, and the fact again that we are holistic beings. You can treat the body, but then if we're very, very stressed in our mind, or we're leading a life that we're more or less allergic to somewhere or another, then this ailment is going to come back again and again. So well-being advice on how to have perhaps a slightly healthier diet, introducing exercise into your life, or possibly even considering major life changes like a change of job or moving in different social circles, can totally lift what you would imagine is a physical ailment. And then vice versa, of course, because we can become more and more miserable and depressed if we are fighting pain on a daily basis. And one of our treatments will relieve that pain, and it's like lifting the lid off and the sun can shine again.
Well, I don't think anyone can argue with that. At this time, I'd like to give you an opportunity to give out your information to our listeners. What's the best way someone can get into contact with you?
Via our website has then got many links. So the website, www.zen10spa, that's ZENTENSPA.com. We're also, if people like to like us on Facebook, which is / after Facebook, Zen Ten Spa, we'll do daily health and wellbeing videos that can be shared, and people really appreciate those. We have thousands of people joined our Facebook page. Also on Twitter, the same way. Or our UK telephone number is very easy to remember as Zen Ten Spa. It's 07709 10 10 10. And we'll take calls and wellbeing over Skype all around the world. So a UK number, you just drop the first 0 and have 44, which would be 7790 10 10 10.
Great. Well, Caroline, I want to thank you one last time for coming on the show, and I want to thank our listeners for staying tuned to Empire Radio. We'll be back shortly after these messages.